Wednesday, vlog day, so let me show you around a little bit and show you what you're gonna be in for Sunday morning. I am always soliciting new channel members to join my channel, subscribe. This is a 1968 Datsun 520 pickup truck chassis that I have restored, and I am going to put a body on it. Not this body over here, not that truck bed back in the corner over here, but this body up here. And it needs to be done by September the 15th. That was the challenge that I gave to myself. And it might not seem like a very difficult challenge, but when you're videotaping, editing, looking for vintage parts that are impossible to find, all those things add up and take time. Yesterday was the first time since I gave myself the deadline of September the 15th that I kind of quit early. It was so hot outside, and usually the heat doesn't bother me, but yesterday it just did. So I quit, went to the Mexican restaurant, got some lunch, and called it a day. But today I really need to get with it. Started to clean up the drive shaft right here, and it is a mess, and I think it needs one new U-joint. I may put both of them in, I'm not sure, but I know for sure it does need one new one, and it's only loose a little bit, but still needs to be replaced. I did get the leaf springs cleaned up, which I'd been talking about the last 3 episodes, I guess. But both sets are cleaned and ready to be painted. I'm hoping to paint this, that, and the sway bar, and that's the last parts really for the chassis. Coming around over here, there's the other leaf springs. I'm hoping this week, too, also, to get the differential back together. All the parts have been painted, and they're hanging here everywhere. I shouldn't have any issue getting that together. I did order the seals. They are here as long as they're right ones, and I think they are. The sway bar needed some repair. That's JB Weld. What happened was I cleaned it up with a wire wheel and then welded it. Well, there's still little bits of rust when you do a wire wheel. It's not completely cleaned up. So it'll make little pits when you weld it from the rust that's still in there. I should have sandblasted it first. Anyhow, had some pinholes, so I JB welded over it. Now I'm going to sand this down. It'll be fine just to fill the pinholes in, but had I sandblasted it first, that way it would have been real good, clean, pure metal, and welded it, I wouldn't have had that issue. I've got 2 wheels here in the dip tank. One, they don't quite fit, 2 of them at the same time, but they're starting to get cleaned up, and I'm probably take them out today and blow them off with a pressure washer or something, try to get some of that paint off of there and get them cleaned up. Hopefully we'll have 2 clean wheels also by the end of the week, ready for paint. There's somebody trying to slither into the garage. I would like to get the bearings in these hubs. I did get new seals for them and get them installed on the truck. One thing I noticed is that I don't have these ready. I only have one of them back here painted up, and I think it's that one, and this one's all bent up, so I'm gonna have to look into all that for the emergency brake cables. Will I get these front end pieces on the last ones? There's one over here, and then I've got the tie rod ends and that center bar over here. I've got high hopes, but I never know how far I'll get along. Join me if you hadn't already, and a very special thanks to everyone who has stayed with me throughout this entire process. I've got like 25 videos now on this truck in a playlist. I'll leave them in the description below for you guys to check out. I am the one and only infamous Kentucky Yankee, without a doubt, at your service.